minutes. We'll wait for like 10 minutes for others to join, and then we can now go into the session. Thank you very much for being with us.
Lo baranda.
So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you can see me and hear me.
Good morning, Kennedy. You can hear you.
How are you? Now, Great. We are soon starting. So just a second. Let me see. So good morning once again. We will give other people around a few minutes, then we can be able to start. Meanwhile, if you already have some questions that you've been thinking through, you can just put them on the chat box. I know the rest of my colleagues are already onboarding so that we can start as soon as possible. So let's see if we can start in the next 3 minutes, so at least we can finish on time. Remember, this is an info session, and therefore most of the things that we'll be doing today is to hearing from you and getting to answer all your questions. So stay put and have as many questions as possible, as many concerns as possible, because that is why we are here for you. So we will wait for the next 2 or so minutes. Meanwhile, we can just do quick random introduction. You can tell us who you are, where you're joining from, and what you're doing. Then as soon as you're ready to start, we'll just cut you short and then proceed with the agenda of the day. So you're free to turn on your microphone and just tell us where you're from and what inspired you to join this session today. Those who have a chance who can speak on microphone. The rest of us who don't want to speak on microphone can just type in your introduction. So let's start. There's somebody here on the screen who should start. Who's this? This looks like Alan. So Alan Namuna, you can start and then the rest of you can proceed.
Hello. Hi, everyone. As the moderator said, my name is Alan. I live in Matunda. That's between Eldoret and Kitale. I'm a farmer. I'm a young farmer. Yeah, I'm excited for this info session. I don't have any questions now, but I'm very sure as we go, I'll pick up the questions and I'm really excited for this. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Next.
Hi everyone, I am Ramadan Guyo from Isiolo County.
Great. Next, thanks Ramadan. Next, as we are almost starting.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
I'm Vijana. I'm from Nyeri. I am a farmer, farming avocado and brugam. There was a competition that ended and I was not successful, but I am interested to know how to do to be successful. Thank you.
Perfect. Today is the best day for that.
Hello.
Any other?
Hello. Hello. Yes. Hello. Hello. I am Malaki Odhiambo from Meru. I am doing a tree nursery. I'm dealing with the tree nursery.
Okay, Malaki, well, that is noted. Give a chance to one last person, maybe a lady, then we can start. I think our numbers already there. So if there's a lady in the room, a lady can, yes, Wilfrida. Wilfrida, you're on mute. You're talking to yourself. Wilfrida, you're on mute.
Okay, you can hear me now?
Yes.
My name is Wilfrida Ukech. I'm from Siaya County. I do fish cage farming in Siaya County. I'm interested to be here today.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Pleasure meeting you, Wilfrida. And I think at this point, I want to introduce a team from KCIC who are joining together with us today. So I will invite Jabez Mutune, who is the program manager for AgriBiz, to just introduce the team who is in here. And then from there, we will have a session of a brief presentation before we can start taking questions from you. So Jabez, please welcome. And all the rest of us, you can just do a quick introduction of yourself from where you are on the chat box. You will probably meet somebody who is next to you. So Jabez, you're welcome. Please proceed.
Kennedy, it looks like Jabez is still joining. Maybe we can move on to the next person in line. As soon as he joins, he can be able to give his remarks. Thank you.
Very well. So that's good. So Ellie will take over, and then from there, we will be able to invite questions. So Ellie, welcome and take us through the session. And before Ellie comes in, team, I want to request all of us to put our videos on mute, our audios on mute. Malaki Odhiambo, we can see you walking to do your business. Just put your videos off. Everybody put your videos off and your audios off, so that we can be able to communicate. And then if we want you to talk, we'll ask you to put your videos and your audios on. For now, let me invite Ellie, who will take us through the next session. Ellie, welcome.
Thank you very much, Kennedy. And I want to appreciate everyone who's here for the Vijana and AgriBiz info session. We know most of us, some of us are yet to join, but if you know someone who's supposed to be here and is not yet here, kindly let them know that we are already starting. So I've seen a few colleagues from the Kenya Climate Innovation Center. I just want them to say hi. I've seen Polly Mwongera, one of our hub managers, join. We also have Victor. Just say hi, and then we can now go into the session. Thank you. And any other colleague from Kenya Climate Innovation Center that I haven't mentioned, please feel free to just say a word or two, and then we can kickstart the session. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Eli. It's good to see everyone, and looking forward to an engaging session. It's a forum for you to ask any questions you have regarding the Vijana and AgriBiz. And we're here to help resolve any areas that are not clear from the call that we've already made. Thanks, Eli.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. Ellie.
Good morning, Sam. How are you?
I'm fine. So this is Samuel Nguka I'm a business analyst at Uasin Gishu. And I'm also glad to join this info session. And we're expecting unique, projects from those who are joining today who are interested in, having more information about this. Thank you.
That's our colleague from Uasin Gishu Business Incubation Hub. Victor, I've seen you somewhere. Just say a word or two, and then we can start the presentation as we wait for others to join.
Thank you so much, Ellie, and good morning, team. Good morning also to the applicants. My name is Victor Muthumbi, business analyst under the Meru Hub and part of the planning committee for the Vijana AgriBiz. I'm happy to see that you all found time to join us and get some more information on the Vijana AgriBiz. which actually shows your commitment to it. So we're looking forward to have you on board and have quality applications from you. Otherwise, feel free to ask whatever questions you have during this info session to feed into your applications. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Victor. Some of our colleagues are still held up in other meetings. They'll be joining us and we'll get to interact in the course of this presentation. So once again, I want to thank you all for turning up for this particular Vijana and AgriBiz info session. Vijana and AgriBiz is a competition for the youth. So we are glad that you are here to know more about it. So with no further ado, I'll start presenting my screen. I'll just take you through some of the areas that we think are very important for all of you to know before going now into the application portal. I understand some of you have already applied, so this will just be an info session to get to know more about how to go ahead with these Vijana AgriBiz. So Vijana AgriBiz is a program for the youth, as I had already said. And this is an info session to guide you through, to just manage the expectations of everyone looking forward to applying or being part of this Kenya Climate Innovation Center, Vijana and AgriBiz Competition. So I'll start by just telling you a bit of what is Kenya Climate Innovation Center. I hope everyone can be able to see my screen. If you are not able to see my screen, kindly raise your hand or react. I'll adjust accordingly. So, as I had already said, Kenya Climate Innovation Center is an organization that is working to support innovative climate change solutions. This is the vision that we have as an organization, to bring about sustainable business solutions, sustainable businesses that are able to, empower and impact the climate positively. We have a mission to, to provide business support. And this business support comes together with financing. We'll look as we progress into the presentation. We'll see how we come up with structured financing approaches to help the enterprises that we work with. And we'll also do awareness creation to empower the private sector, deliver its innovative mandates to change the businesses that we normally work with. Because some of these businesses, we realize that it's not only the financing or the business support they lack, it's also areas to do with the policy, advocacy, and the legal legislation, the legislative approaches to these businesses regarding permits and all that. So those are our mission and vision as an organization. So Kenya Climate Innovation Center is an organization that was registered as a company limited with guarantee in the year 2015, January. So this is a company that has 9 board members, which include government officials and private sector, directors or senior officials. Our delivery areas include these, what you can see here. We have advisory services for the enterprises we are working with. We have financing support. We have the access to information, enabling environment, and access to facilities. So advisory services include business advisory, business training, which is more of trying to help you understand the business aspects of the enterprise you are running, or the group you are running. So here we train you on the business model canvas, formulating the pitch decks, being able to now do a business plan, a comprehensive business plan that can help you get financing. When you walk to a bank or a financial institution with a business plan, and being able to just walk through that relationship, bank relationship manager, on how you want to achieve your goals and objectives as a business is a part of, growing as a business. So these is one of the areas that we support our businesses, the businesses we engage with in this program, in this umbrella, the Kenya Climate Innovation Center. We also have the financing. We normally call it access to finance. You'll find businesses that are early stage or growth stage apply for financing, and part of the support that we get to give them is access to finance, and this is in form of grants or loans. Access to information is part of the support area that we normally work around. We'll discuss more about this in the next slides. So we are working with partners. Some of these partners are highlighted here. We have the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. This is the NIDA, World Bank, UK Aid, the Lemelson Foundation, among others, and the European Union, among others. The thematic areas that we look into in our programs are the renewable energies, agribusinesses, clean water, waste management, and commercial forestry. So we have an umbrella of we as Kenya Climate Innovation Center are operating as an umbrella with other organizations that are linked to Kenya Climate Innovation Center and are able to help the enterprises that we are working with from these sectors, from the renewable energy sector, the agribusiness sector, clean drinking water, aspect of businesses, waste management, and commercial forestry. Our delivery areas are as highlighted below. We have access to finance. As I was explaining from the previous slide, we have the access to finance, sorry. The access to finance is support that comes in as part of the 5 delivery areas, which is the business advisory services, the enabling environment part, access to information, and, sorry. The access to information part, and the access to facilities. So there is this approach of financing, which normally goes into. Hello, I hope you guys can hear me clearly. There's a bit of background noise.
Yeah, I think you're okay now. You can just proceed.
Okay, we are reminded to mute our mics so that we can interact. And then after this, we'll have an Q&A session where we'll get to answer your questions. Kindly, as I continue presenting, please be noting down areas that we want to get more information so that we can answer those questions. So as I was saying, we have 5 key delivery areas. This is access to finance, business advisory services, enabling environment, access to information, and then access to facilities. So these have been structured well, as you can see. We have risk capital. Under the access to finance, we have risk capital. Under risk capital, we have what we call proof of concept financing. This is financing that those businesses that are having a new idea or concept that they want to bring to the market, they'll be lined up for this particular kind of financing. We have the result-based financing. This is where the businesses that are in the growth stage. In the growth stage, we understand that the businesses that are in growth stage are businesses that are ready to try out new market environments. They want to scale up operations. They have scale up operation, but they want to further increase the operations. So they apply to this, they are given this kind of financing in order for them to increase these operations. So when it comes to business advisory services, we have all-round training in finance, investment, marketing, business strategy, and HR policies that help you as a business structure yourself as a business that has key goals and objectives that you want to achieve, and written down approach on how to achieve these goals and objectives. An enabling environment, we're working with, as you can see, the Vijana AgriBiz program under Kenya Climate Innovation Center. We are structured. We are in 8 regions across the country, and these 8 regions are trickling down to 5 or more counties. Let's say a county like Uasin Gishu is having other counties. A hub like Uasin Gishu is having other counties around it that we work with. In this realm, we normally reach out to these counties to help the enterprises we are working with get support in terms of certification, business permits, legal and advisory support on the areas of business registration and all that. And then also we partner with these other companies like Kefries to offer support to the enterprises we work with. I hope that is clear. And then with the access to information, this is structured in 3 subsections. Normally the market information, technology information, and financial information. We give our enterprises, or we normally call these clients, information regarding to new market opportunities or areas that we think, according to the analysis, the gap analysis normally when you join the program, we work with you through a step-by-step approach to understand the business better. So when we share market information about the new sector trends, maybe in poultry, you want to do a bit of value addition. This is information that is there to help your business grow. And if you tap into this particular niche or the information we share, then it means you are ready to grow your market. Technology information, we have areas where you can measure your performance, maybe the tech quality of what the business that you are working with in the areas of either the specific value chains that you are in. Either you are in agroforestry. I heard someone say that they are in a tree nursery business, or either you are in poultry. So we have information that is tech-based to help you structure your business. And then we have the access to facilities. In the 8 regional hubs that we have, I'll walk you through in the next slide. We have offices with office space that you can come and co-work or hold meetings as an entity, or even invite people you are working with, partners or potential clients, to come and just walk around what you want to sell. So these are some of the areas that we, as Kenya Climate Innovation Center, concentrate on as far as business services concerned. So, as I had said, Kenya Climate Innovation Center is just an umbrella of many other programs. Like AgriBiz program is one of the programs that Kenya Climate Innovation runs. So the AgriBiz program is all about creating jobs for youth and women in agricultural value chain. And as you'll see, we'll share our website link after the presentation. You go and interact with the AgriBiz website, learn as much as you can. If you have people who are able to apply to our next call for application in the AgriBiz program, that would be a good thing to do. So the AgriBiz program, this is just an overview of the AgriBiz program for us to understand clearer what the AgriBiz program is all about. Received funding of 18.9 million Kenya shillings. That was in 2020, and the program is supposed to run for 5 years. The main thing we want to achieve with this program is to create jobs and to see that the 2,400 businesses that we intend to, by the end of the 5 years, are able to create decent jobs amongst either youth and women. So these are the specific numbers we hope to achieve by the end of the 5 years since the program started. So this program is being run in 8 hubs, as I had already said. I'll walk you through the 8 hubs for you to be more familiar about the regions that the AgriBiz program normally operate. So as I said, this is the program objectives that we want to create a sustainable environment where the rural economy down there at the regional, from the various regions that we operate in the 8 hubs, is aligned with the sustainable agenda of the government of Kenya. And then the specific approach or the objective is to create jobs, decent jobs for youth and women in the agricultural value chains. So as I had said, this is a map of Kenya. We all know how the map of Kenya looks like. And the AgriBiz program is set out in in the 8 hubs. We have Isiolo, and within Isiolo we have other counties around there. We have Samburu.
The admins in the room, please mute everybody else. Huh? All the admins in the room, kindly be proactive and make
Ellie, kindly unmute yourself.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Sorry, guys, it happens. So as I was saying, Isiolo is one of the regional hubs. We call them the business incubation hubs that AgriBiz is operating. And as you can see from the map of Kenya, Isiolo is marked as one. Isiolo operates. Within Isiolo hub, there are other 5 counties: Samburu, Marsabit, Wajir, Mandera, and Garissa. So everyone within these counties that I've just named is incubated under Isiolo Business Incubation Hub. For Meru, we have marked it as 2. We have the counties around Meru, Laikipia, Nyeri, Meru itself, Tharaka Nithi, Embu are incubated under Meru. Kiambu, the same way. We have Nairobi, Nyandarua, Nakuru counties in the Kiambu BIH Business Incubation Hub. We have Machakos as noted as 3. We have counties as Kajiado. We have Machakos itself. We have Kitui, We have Makueni. These are incubated under Kiambu, under Machakos Business Incubation Hub. Sorry. For Bungoma, we have Bungoma is number 6 in the map. We have Vihiga County, Bungoma itself, Kakamega County, Siaya County, Busia County, incubated under. All the counties are under Bungoma hub. Uasin Gishu, we have one of the hubs in Uasin Gishu County. Here, we have Turkana, Uasin Gishu itself, Nandi counties, and other counties around here, and Uasin Gishu hub. Then in Kisii, we have Kisii County, here number 7. And under Kisii County, we have Kisumu counties, Migori, Homa Bay, Migori, Homa Bay, Kisii itself, Kisumu, under the Kisii hub. And then at the coast, we also have one of our business incubation hub. This is Kilifi hub, kule kwa Waswahili. And under Kilifi hub, we have Kilifi County itself, Mombasa, Taita Taveta, Tana River, Lamu, yes, and Tana River counties. So in a nutshell, this is where AgriBiz program runs its activities, and this is all across Kenya, but it trickles down from these 8 regional business incubation hubs. So we are now moving on to the Vijana and AgriBiz, specific key areas that we need to know as interested applicants or people who have been with us in the previous program. And we want you to be very keen, because we have just learned what KCIC is, what AgriBiz is, and we are now going to the specific area of the Vijana and AgriBiz competition. So with that, I'll invite my colleague, Victor Mudumbi, to take us through the session, and then be prepared to answer or be prepared to ask all the questions you can be able to ask, and will be willing and ready to answer. So Victor, if you are ready, please.
Thank you so much, Eli, for that introduction session. I will start sharing my screen.
Thank you very much, Victor.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible. We can see you. Maybe you can just go into presentation mode. Fantastic.
Well, first of all, allow me not to be on camera, guys. I have not put my makeup on, but
we understand. Thank you.
But nonetheless, we can of course go through this. It's not going to reduce the quality of whatever I'm going to present. So just picking up where Eli has left, this is the Vijana AgriBiz. Just a minute. Vijana and AgriBiz competition, and what we are trying to do with this competition is that we are trying to get youths who have innovative ideas that can be able to foster sustainable agriculture in Kenya. And I believe during your interactions with the various networks, you've come across maybe one of these posters. So about the Vijana AgriBiz competition, we allow it to. It began in the year 2022. This is the second round that we're doing this year. And who are we targeting? We are targeting, the youths with innovative ideas, as I had said before. So as long as you're a youth between the ages of 18 to 35 years, and you feel that you have an innovative idea, it necessarily doesn't have to be in the growth stage. As long as you have an idea that is viable, or an idea that you have just begun, that is meaning the revenues are not so high, then you can be able to apply for this. What do we expect to achieve? What is the expected outcome for this competition? We are trying to address key challenges that hinder the youth from tapping into the immense potential in the agriculture sector. Now I want to talk about the process of the Vijana AgriBiz competition, because this is where you need to understand how the competition has been designed. So we are going to start with application, whereby we are going to have call for applications per regions. I know Eli has talked about the different regions that we have, the different hubs that we have. We have 8 hubs, as he has said. So how we want to design this competition is that for those who have already applied, I know there's a place whereby you're asked in which hub you would like to be placed under. So once you apply, once you're doing your applications, then you are going to apply to which hub that you will wish to be placed into. The reason why we are asking about which hub you want to be placed into is because during the shortlisting, it's going to be done at a county level. So we can come to number 2, shortlisting. County hubs shortlist top 5 applicants who will attend a 3-day boot camp to pitch at the hub level. Before we go to number 2, I want to say that the deadline for the application is the 31st of August. So for those who have not applied yet, I think you have around maybe 1 week to be able to apply. So let's note the deadline. So back to shortlisting is that this is going to be done at the hub level, whereby if, for instance, if you've applied in the Kiambu hub level or the Meru or the Kilifi, we are going to select top 5 applicants from each county hub. So depending on where you indicated that you want to be placed to, we are going to select the top 5 from each county hub. So that is the shortlisting. Then all the top 5 applicants from each hub are going to attend a 3-day boot camp to pitch at the hub level. So number 1, not one thing, there's a shortlisting of top 5 applicants from each hub. Number 2, these top 5 applicants, which means then these are around 40 applicants, because when you do 5 applicants per hub and we have 8 hubs, those are 40 applicants. All these 40 applicants are going to attend a 3-day boot camp to pitch at the hub level. So during this boot camp, what is going to happen? Number 1 is that during the first day, you're going to be having a training for all the 40 shortlisted applicants. And this training is going to entail, just reviewing your business models, just to make sure your business model can be able to withstand the test of time. And then number 2, we're also going to teach you on how to pitch and come up with quality pitch decks that you are going to use to be able to pitch to the jury for you to be judged. So that is what is going to happen on the first day. And on the second day, there's going to be pitching for 20 applicants. These are going to be from 4 hubs. And then on the third day, we are going to have pitching for the other 20 applicants coming from also the remaining 4 hubs. So when you go, if you have any questions, of course, you can be able to ask them later. So going to number 3, the national semifinals. We are going to have now the top out of the 5 from each county. Remember, remember the 5 that were shortlisted. Then the 5 are going to undergo, they're going to go through a jury and pitch their ideas. Then we are going to select the top 3 from each county. Which then means you're going to have 24 applicants from the 8 hubs who will be going to the national semifinals. So the top 3 successful applicants per hub proceed to the national semifinals. So for the national semifinals, this is going to be physical. I know for the county one is going to be virtual, but for the national semifinals, this is going to be physical at a venue that is going to be communicated to you later on. So going to number 4 is that the 24 applicants who qualified for the nationals, are going to attend a 1-week physical boot camp in Nairobi for training. During this 1-week boot camp, we are going to have training and mentorship for the 24 applicants. And then we are going to hold a semi-finals competition. And then later on, you are going to have a semi-final competition whereby we are going to select top 10 applicants. And then the top 10 applicants are the ones who are going then to proceed to the finals pitching. And out of the 10, we are going to now have the 3 winners. So going to number 5, we are talking about final pitch. Final pitch and award, whereby you are saying a pitch competition for the 10 finalists. Top 3 applicants qualify for POC grants, but the 10 are onboarded into the AgriBiz program. So again, just to dissect it a bit, we started from all the applications. We shortlisted 5 from each hub to come up with 40 applicants. Out of the 40, they pitch their ideas, and we select 3 from each, the top 3 from each hub. So we are left with 24. The 24 then go to the nationals, whereby they undergo a 1-week boot camp. In the 1 week, the 24 pitch during the semifinals, and out of the 24, we are left with 10, the top 10. The top 10 are the ones who proceed to the finals, whereby we select the top 3. So for the top 3 applicants we are going to have 3 winners, but for the 10 who qualified for the national finals, then these ones are going to be onboarded to the AgriBiz program. I know Eli talked about the AgriBiz program, and the reason why he talked about it is also because out of the 10 finalists, they are going to be onboarded into the AgriBiz program, which is normally a 1-year program that normally runs for a period of 1 year. So that is the design of the competition, and that is the process flow. Back to this, when you go now to this competition selection criteria, what are we looking at? Number 1, we are looking at entrepreneurial spirit and self-drive. In the entrepreneurial spirit, what we're trying to see is, do you have the drive and personal commitment to invest in the business? Ndio usikuwe umekuja tu hapa, you have an idea, but you're not committed to this idea, because then even if we try help you, then it does not make sense if you do not have the drive to make sure that this business becomes successful. So do you have the drive, and do you have the personal commitment to invest? Do you have the passion to invest in the business? That is number 1. And the entrepreneurial spirit and self-drive is going to take 10 marks, because this is like a scorecard. It's going to take 10 marks in the application. Number 2 is business or market potential. Does your idea or does your business have market potential? Is it a real business? I mean, because then you can come up with an idea that does not have market potential. In that case, then there is no need for you to be able to do it. So is there a market potential for your idea, for your business? Can it be able to grow? So that will also take another 10 marks. Number 3, we have innovation and technological potential, which takes 20 marks. In this, we are looking, is your business new? Is it unique? How is your business model? Have we seen this business model again? And if we have, what is the uniqueness of it? So how unique is your business? So that's what we're talking about, innovation and technological potential, which is going to take 20 marks. The other one is feasibility and viability of the agribusiness idea. How viable is your idea? How can we be able to expand it? How sustainable is it? So we're looking at how feasible is your idea. So this also takes 20 marks. So you need to make sure once you apply, make sure that your idea is viable and is feasible enough, is sustainable also. Then the other thing that you're looking for is job creation and social impact. KCIC is very big on the social impact. And what to look at the social impact, we're looking at things such as, job creation, and we are looking at things such as the number of farmers that you've engaged. Then if you can be able to show us that the idea that you have, or this business that you have, that it has potential to create jobs and it has potential to engage other farmers, then that will give you good marks. It's taking 20 marks. Then the other one is team capacity or management capacity. So what we want to do is, does the entrepreneur have relevant skills? And does he or she has a team that can be able to help him or her deliver in her vision? And when you're talking about delivering your vision, can your team and can your skills be able to help you sustain the business? So we need to know about your team capacity or your management capacity, which also takes 10 marks. Then we have the impact. This again is social and environmental. Of course, Eli talked about the Kenya Climate Innovation Center, and even just from the name, you can hear the name climate. So what impact does this business has to the climate? Does it have a negative or positive impact? We want to know that so that we can be able to make sure that, of course, we can be able to have a positive impact into our climate. So that is basically the selection criteria. It should add up to 100 marks. Then let's go to the benefits of joining the AgriBiz competition. What are you going to gain from joining the AgriBiz competition? Number one is the pitching skills. Of course, I said during the virtual boot camps and the national boot camps, we are going to have a session on pitching. We are going to hone your skills on how to come up with quality pitch decks and how you can be able to actually pitch so that you can be able to deliver quality pitches. These will not only help you during the pitching, during the Vijana AgriBiz competition, but will also go ahead in feeding into your pitching skills. Maybe after the Vijana AgriBiz competition, you'll go somewhere else and they ask you to pitch, then you'll already have the necessary skills to do so. Number two, business coaching and training. Of course, we want to make sure that you guys can be able to do good business plans. You guys can be able to come up with good business models. You guys can be able to develop documents such as the appropriate and well-filled business model canvases. So all this feeds into the business coaching and training to make sure that your business acumen is top-notch for you to be able to know how to be able to carry out your business. Number three is time in the spotlight. Of course, during the nationals, the nationals are going to have media covering the pitches, covering the award ceremonies. So during this time, you can be able to get time in the spotlight. I know we are going to have videos that are going to be some videos that are going to be developed when all that is happening, and these are going to be shared in our social media sites. And I think during during the finals, maybe there will be live media coverage. So time in the spotlight is given for you. Number three is validation of your ideas, just to be able to know how valid your ideas are, just to be able to interact with people in the industry who can be able to guide you and tell you how viable your business is and how you can be able to make sure that they withstand the test of time, they are sustainable and all that. Number three, the other one is access to the KCIC network. Of course, we talked about the top 10 being onboarded into the AgriBiz program, which is part of KCIC. And for those who are going to qualify for the Vijana AgriBiz also, during that time that will be the competition will be undergoing, you'll also have access to the KCIC network. Then tools to build a business plan. Of course, how can you be able to build a winning business plan, a business plan that if you take to an investor, they are willing to actually listen to you. So how can you be able to develop a quality business plan, a business plan that feeds into your idea, a business plan that talks about your business, an in-depth of your business, and a business plan that can be able to actually communicate about your business from start to end. Then the last is membership in our startup community. Of course, for the ones who are going to be the finalists, the 10 finalists are going to be able to join the KCIC, the AgriBiz program. So those are some of the benefits of joining the AgriBiz competition. Then now, of course, to what are we going to win? Najua, that's maybe a question that you've been asking yourself. So for the winner, I'll start with the winner, although that's number 3. The winner is going to get 1 million Kenya shillings. Basically, what POC means, POC grant, POC is proof of concept, which means it's basically an idea. So the winner is going to get a POC grant for 1 million Kenya shillings. The first runners up, who's number 2, is going to get 750,000 shilling. And the second runners up, number 3, is going to get a POC grant for Kenya shillings, 500,000 shillings. Remember, we talked about the top 10 finalists being onboarded into the KCIC program. So these 3 people are also going to be part of the people who are going to be onboarded to the AgriBiz program. And what is going to happen is that once you receive these grants, there's going to be monitoring and evaluation that is going to happen, just to make sure that this award that you've received goes into building the business or running the business idea that you had fronted, so that you can be able to make sure that there's good usage of the funds. And yeah, that's about it. So up for the challenge. For eligibility criteria to submit your application again via AgriBiz KCIC, and the deadline again is 31st of August. And thank you. So to the question and answer, back to you, Eli.
Thank you very much, Victor, for this summative walkthrough through the Vijana and AgriBiz. What we need to do, what we need to know about the program, the competition, and how to go about submission of our applications and what to expect at the tail end of it. The goal in mind, the goal of now working with AgriBiz in mind. I've seen several chats. I've answered quite to a number of questions. I've also submitted a link in the chat to the AgriBiz Vijana and AgriBiz Competition site, where you can drop in your application. So the floor is open. Feel free to ask any question relating to Vijana and AgriBiz. We'll be able to answer. We have, I think, 1 hour. It's exactly 10:59. We want to close this by 12. So we want to have 1 hour of Q&A. Please feel free to now start asking those questions. Thank you very much, Victor. You can stop presentation. Off to starters is Frederick Mbeo. Frederick, what is your question? Frederick, you have raised your hand. I assume you have a question. Kindly go ahead, unmute yourself, and then just shoot the question.
Thanks. I was trying to unmute myself, but thanks for that. Yeah, well, my name is Frederick Mbeo. I have a question. If you are one of the people who are already onboarded in AgriBiz program, are you eligible to apply for this competition?
Thank you very much, Fred. You're already in the AgriBiz program. Will you be eligible to apply to this competition? No, simply because you are part of the program. This is part of the AgriBiz program, so you cannot be the AgriBiz and then be in the Vijana and AgriBiz program. I hope I've answered you.
Okay, thanks.
Infinix Note 7.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I'm Anastasia from Kadara County in Muranga. From Kadara Sub-County in Muranga. Where should I apply for the business hub? Is it Kiabu or where?
Muranga falls under Kiambu Business Incubation Hub. So in that, there is a section that says which hub is closest to you. You put in there Kiambu Business Incubation Hub.
It's okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Anastasia. That's good. Let's go to the next person, Limo Magani. And also team, the KCIC team, you could help us answer the questions in the chat or get the questions so that we can react to them later. So Limo.
Thank you very much. My name is Limo Magani, the CEO of Else Food Lab Limited. Basically, we do manufacture consumable products, currently ADCS seasoning spices. So to my question, this is addressed to Victor, the POC grant for the winners. Does it necessarily mean, let's say if not doing proof of concept, I've already done proof of concept and I want to grow my business. Am I eligible for the POC grant? That's number one. Number two, what if I do have another business idea and the POC, the proof of concept funding is more than 1 million, let's say 5 million, and I do maybe win the 1 million grant, am I eligible to get more funding for my proof of concept? Thank you.
Well, thank you for that question. So number one is that, as I said, we're looking for ideas, business ideas, or a business that when you look at the revenues, it is not, the revenues are quite low, which means it's basically more of a proof of concept. So that's what you're looking for. So if you have an idea that is already generating immense amounts of revenue, then I think that is not the case. But then coming again to your second question is that you've talked about having another business idea that probably is going, you need 5 million. So for Vijana AgriBiz, for Vijana AgriBiz Competition itself, we can only give you 1 million. That is the budget that we have. That is what you can be able to offer. But remember again, if you win this 1 million, which means you qualify to get into the AgriBiz program. In the AgriBiz program, we offer business advisory. We assist you to be able to access markets, access to finance. So in the AgriBiz program now, once you're in the AgriBiz program, we can be able to help you. We can be able to assist you raise the remaining funds. Of course, it's dependent on whether it's possible, the funds are available or not. Not necessarily from KCIC, but also from outside funders. So I hope I have answered your question.
Magani, hope you have been answered. Next person is Emmanuel.
Yes, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Emmanuel.
Yes, so now I'm Emmanuel Kiduka from Naharit sub-county in Machakos, Kodiata.
Yes.
Yeah, so I had inboxed my question on the chat box, but let me just ask, because it has not been responded to. So I was asking, how do you confirm that your application has been received from your end? Because I have already entered my application, but I'm yet to get a response. Thank you.
I will take more, sorry, 2 more questions. So Vincent, Alvin, shoot the questions and then I'll answer them together with Emmanuel. Vincent, are you ready? And Emmanuel, anyone else who's ready to ask a question, you can just unmute yourself and then ask. I haven't had a lady ask. Are there any ladies? I have seen Wendy. Wendy, you can just go ahead and ask your question. Please unmute. There is a mic icon at the left bottom of your screen.
Yes, this is Limo again. Sorry, there's been a problem in trying to unmute. Anyway, Victor, thank you very much. Your questions, your answers were very elaborate. Though I have one last question. In the application of the grant competition, is there a slot to attach your pitch decks?
Magani, allow me to react to that. There is no section to attach your pitch decks. Once you are admitted now, after you have been admitted into the program as a successful applicant, you are now taken to this next stage of evaluation of the pitch decks, and we have people who will be helping you to refine the pitch decks if you already have an existing. And also for those ones who don't have pitch decks, and they'll be moving on to the next stages in the Vijana AgriBiz competition, they'll be sitting down with trainers, qualified trainers, to help them put together their pitch decks. So I hope that is clear.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So someone else?
Okay, I'm Alvin. Hello.
Alvin, you go first.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm Alvin Patrick from Trans Nzoia. So I want to know if it is possible for me to apply for this competition. I have an idea, but not yet started. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alvin. Anyone else?
Hello.
Hello, Rispa.
Yes, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
I'm kind of sick, so I had a question regarding the competition. So, for example, if you are having a business idea with your friends, and it's kind of a consultancy where you are trying to help farmers to work out maybe on organic agriculture, is it also capable for someone to apply regarding that idea for this competition?
Thank you very much. Allow me to react to these three questions. Emmanuel, Alvin, and Rispa.
Okay.
And then in Kimani, I'll let you in as soon as I react to this.
Okay, thank you.
Emmanuel, you had asked us to elaborate whether there is a confirmation to the application. When you finish your application and click send, this is automatically recorded on our side, so you don't have to worry about that. So for Alvin and Rispa, the ideas are welcome in the Vijana and AgriBiz competition, because we understand we are the youth, we have ideas, that these ideas can be turned into business that are sustainable in nature. So your ideas are welcome into the competition. And as to just reiterate, as Victor had already alluded to this, we evaluate these ideas in the stages that you saw: the entrepreneurial stage, commitment, the entrepreneurial part of the business, the team commitment, commercial viability. How is the idea commercial? We are just not looking at ideas. We are looking at those key areas of evaluation. So we are going to score these ideas and see how are they viable to be turned into business opportunities or businesses that can grow and help youth and women out there. So that's okay. I hope I've answered your questions. Kimani, you are next in line.
Early, and then you'll give me Vincent later.
Hello.
Let Kimani go first and then Vincent.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for the opportunity. I'm Kimani and I'm based in Nakuru, and I would like to say that I've been like more into experimental farming, whereby over the last 5 years, I've tried to establish a forest setup in the farm that I'm working on. And in the process, I've been trying to work on different aspects that can be incorporated into the forest environment. So at the moment, I'm in discussions with a company who I'll need to work with in setting up beehives. I'm also thinking of mushroom farming as well as silkworm farming. So in terms of my approach, being given the fact that it's more of experimental, do I have to be specific in my application, or I'll have to like mention all the areas that I'm trying to look into in what I'm doing? Am I clear?
That's very clear, Kimani. I'll allow Vincent to come in. Thank you very much for the question.
Thank you.
I'll react to it. Vincent, you're up next.
Okay, thank you very much, Ellie. I think for some of us, this is an eye-opener, and it's an opportunity for us at least to showcase our skills. I think I have 2 questions, and the last one will be a suggestion. Number one, for me, I'm focused on poultry farming, which I'm currently running. And I don't know if there is a plan at least to refinance what's currently ongoing, because sometimes you want to expand and maybe you are not meeting the capital. Because I'm basing that on risk capital that you had shared. And then number 2 is that, is there a possibility or a plan in future, maybe to really have the hubs in all the counties in Kenya? And finally, the suggestion that I have is that, is there a way you can improve the cluster where, for example, if I choose my county, Kericho, it will take me directly to the business hub so that it would be easier for me in your system. Because you see, for example, I'm in Kericho and I don't know where I am. I normally use the KCIC hub. So I don't know specifically if you can improve the system where if I choose my county, it will take me automatically to the business hub in your system. So those are my questions. And I had asked earlier about Kericho and Bomet counties, where we are, if we are in KCIC hub or any other hub that you are supposed to be. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vincent. Those are good questions. I'll start with the hub. You guys, if you are in Kericho, in Narok, in Bomet, in Homa Bay, in Nyamira, in Migori, in Kisumu, and Kisii, you are under the Kisii Business Incubation Hub. So for you, Vincent, you are under Kisii Business Incubation Hub because you come from Kericho. So,
Eli,
yeah,
Eli,
yes, Victor. Yes.
Maybe just a suggestion. Maybe what we can do is that we can just go through the 8 hubs and all the counties that each hub covers, so that we can be able to set up that question on what hub do I fall under. Yes.
Fantastic. So let me just thank you very much, Victor, for the input. Let me read out. I'll just allow me to read out, guys, the respective business incubation hubs and the counties to which they cover. I hope we are all in agreement. Is that true?
Yes.
So Vincent, we have. Hi Wendy. Allow me to react to Vincent's concern and Victor's question, and then I'll come to you, please. So Isiolo hub, please listen very carefully. Isiolo hub, we have Isiolo County, Garissa County, Marsabit County, Mandera County, Samburu County, and Wajir counties. So we will also share this information with you guys. For Kilifi, we have Kilifi, Mombasa, Kwale, Taita Taveta, Tana River, and Lamu counties. Kilifi County or Kilifi Business Incubation Hub, we have Kilifi County itself, Mombasa, Kwale, Taita Taveta, Tana River, and Lamu. For Kisii Business Incubation Hub, we have the Kisii County itself, Kisumu, Migori, Nyamira, Homa Bay, Bomet, Kericho, and Narok. So if you are in either of these counties, you are under Kisii Business Incubation Hub. Kisii County, Kisumu, Migori, Nyamira, Homa Bay, Bomet, and Kericho and Narok, sorry. For Uasin Gishu Business Incubation Hub, this is in Eldoret. We have Uasin Gishu County, we have Baringo County, Nandi County, Elgeyo Marakwet County, West Pokot County, and Turkana County. So anyone applying from these counties are mentioned under Uasin Gishu are incubated under the Uasin Gishu Business Incubation Hub. So for Meru County, we have Meru itself, Tharaka Nithi, Embu, Kirinyaga, Nyeri, and Laikipia counties. So anyone applying around Meru, from around Meru, Tharaka Nithi, Embu, Kirinyaga, and Nyeri and Laikipia, sorry, are incubated under Meru Business Incubation Hub. So for Kiambu, we have the Kiambu County itself, Nakuru, Nairobi, Murang'a, and Nyandarua counties. Kiambu, we have Kiambu, Nakuru, Nairobi, Murang'a, and Nyandarua counties. And anyone applying from these counties, they need to put Kiambu as their business incubation hub. Bungoma County, Bungoma Business Incubation Hub, sorry, we have Bungoma County, Busia, Kakamega, Vihiga, Siaya, and Trans Nzoia counties. Bungoma, Busia, Kakamega, Vihiga, Siaya, and Trans Nzoia counties. So for anyone applying from these counties I've named under Bungoma Business Incubation Hub, you should put the nearest hub to you is Bungoma Business Incubation Hub. Lastly, we have Machakos, which is our number 8 business incubation hub. We have Machakos County, Makueni County, Kajiado County, and Kitui counties. So for anyone applying from these 4 counties under Machakos in that region, Machakos, Makueni, Kajiado, and Kitui should put Machakos Business Incubation Hub as the nearest hub to them. I hope we have answered this question. And I will share this with you so that you can know the counties that our respective hubs are. So Vincent, back to you. We have, you had asked a question about having a link to automatically redirect you to your hub. We'll be working on that. I will raise this with our IT department so that in the next call for applications or engagements, we'll be having a direct connection between the hub and your region. Also, you had asked whether we have hubs we can have hubs in all the counties. We at the moment, we are only operating in 8 counties, and in case we'll be able to reach out to other regions in the near future, we always communicate in our website. When you go to our website, on there you can see the plans we have in place for our clients. And then lastly, on your question to do with poultry business you are working on, it is a right opportunity. It's the best opportunity for you to make that application if you haven't made, because we'll look at the data you've given us and map it out according to their selection criteria and see whether you can come into the program. And you can see we have awards. We have awards from the first runners up, second runners up to the first person who will be getting a POC grant to spice up their businesses. So Kimani also from Nakuru had asked about experimental farming, whether he needs to specify in the application that they are doing either mushroom farming, beehives, or forestry. Commercial viability is now the question. How viable is the mushroom business as compared to agroforestry? So you will want to look at your business in this perspective, where which side of the business are you thinking as a business person? You know well the environment you're operating in. Before we now have that one-on-one engagement in the competition, you need to move to the next stage. You need to know where is the business headed in terms of commercial activity. When you understand that, Kimani, you'll be able to know how will I place this application, because we are looking at those ideas that can be commercially viable and be taken to the next stage in the scaling process. So I hope I've answered your 2 questions, Kimani and Vincent. So I can see we have Alvin, Wilfred, Wendy was there. Wendy, you can go ahead and ask your question before we can come back to
Hello.
Yes, Wendy, we can hear you. Shoot your question, please.
Yeah.
We can. It looks like you are breaking. Maybe you can just click on your mic.
Yeah, I'm asking. I mean, I do deal with
like
Wait, I'm afraid you are breaking. We cannot hear you clearly.
Wendy, just try put off your
Okay,
video
you
and
can,
talk.
Okay, you can put your video off or just chat your question in there. We can capture it and react to it as soon as possible. Next in line we had he's left. Wilfrida Okech, you can ask your question, and then Alois.
Yes, thank you very much. My name is Wilfrida Okech from Siaya County. I'm doing fish cage farming in Lake Victoria, that is Siaya County. My question is, in the process of the competition, you've taken us through the process of competition until the final stage. So let's say, for example, the applicant has not managed maybe to reach the final stage. Yeah? And I've seen the benefits that maybe a specific person is going to get in terms of training at the hubs. So my question is, if maybe you've not reached at the top, or you are not qualified, apart from other trainings that you get at the hub center, is there any other benefits apart from those ones, or you just finish and go home? Or will you be allowed to go through the process until the final journey? Yeah.
Thank you very much, Wilfrida. Victor, you'll help me answer that. I'll take one more question, then Victor, you can help answer Wilfrida's question.
Okay, hello.
Yes, Paul.
I'm Kiara. I'm a farmer of avocado bluegum. Now, I would like to ask, is this project viable if I am to my people? Because I know they are long-term projects. Is it possible to pitch and they become viable? If we do other matrix, for example, introducing apiculture in the same project, or it's just those that can bring cash flow at a higher rate, at a faster rate. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Wilfrida and Paul. Maybe Victor, you can just answer Wilfrida's question if you're in a position to.
Okay, Wilfrida, just to answer your question is, of course, number one, we need to understand that this is a competition, which means at some stages, some people will have to fall off, others will have to proceed to the next stage. So remember, all the 40 applicants who are going to be shortlisted are going to undergo like a training on how to be able to come up with viable business models and pitching decks. So that is one, of course, at the county, for the ones who are going to be shortlisted at the county level, that is the benefits that they're going to get. So out of the 5 from each hub, which is 40 in total, 3 are going to proceed to the nationals. So the other 2 are going to drop off at that point. The 3 from each hub who are going to go to the national, which makes a total of 24, they're also going to undergo some more trainings during the 1 week boot camp. Out of the 24 who are going to pitch during the semifinals, then 14 are going to drop off and 10 are going to proceed to the next stage. And for the 10 who are going to proceed to the finals, these are the ones who are going to be onboarded, automatically onboarded to the AgriBiz program, which is a program under KCIC that runs for 1 year. In this program, when you are on board the AgriBiz program, there are a couple of things that you gain that I know Ellie talked about, but part of what you can also gain in the AgriBiz program is POC grants and RBF, which is a loan financing. If you do not qualify for the AgriBiz program, I think at the end of the year, there is a call of application that is made such that you can be able to apply to be part of the AgriBiz program. So if in case you even fall off during the earlier stages of the competition, don't worry. once they call for application for the AgriBiz program, or we also have another program called the GreenBiz. Once they've been put out, you can be able to apply, and you can be able to be part of join and be part of KCIC. I hope I have answered you, Wilfrida. Paul, I also allow me early to also answer Paul. Paul, in this case, you bring an idea that you think is completely viable. Of course, this is fed by what we said we are looking at in terms of evaluation criteria, in terms of entrepreneurial spirit, business and market potential, innovation and technological potential, team capacity, the impact, job creation, the environment. So come up with an idea that puts you at a point or at the helm of winning. If you come up with an idea or a business idea that does not show or does not fit into our evaluation criteria or what you're looking for, the metrics that you're looking for, then of course, then probably you're not going to emerge as a winner. So bring us an idea that fits into what you are trying to look for. Then that way your chances of winning are probably going to be high than the rest. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Victor. I hope Paul and Wilfrida, your questions were answered. So I have Alois and then Magani, I'll come to you.
Okay, thank you for this great opportunity. I'm Alois Kenneth Odhiambo from Migori County, Sulawesi sub-county. So my question was, okay, in case you applied for this program and then you didn't qualify as you've been stated, so which business opportunities do you offer? Which job opportunities do you offer whereby someone can apply if you, in case you applied for the business idea and you got a fault? So is there, you talk of the job opportunities in the past, so which job opportunity can you apply so that in case you are not shortlisted, you can have a chance to join and work with you? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alois, for your question. Anyone else willing to go? Magani?
Yes.
Yes, so two questions. One, for a new business idea, is it necessarily for the venture to be registered under the register of officer in Kenya? Or number two, from the date of submission of the applications being the deadline, I think you mentioned 31st, is there a specific time frame to be given until the awards are given? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Magani. I'll take another question.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, I'm Malaki Odhiambo.
Yes, Malaki.
Yes, I have two questions. First one is, I applied for the was it last year, this year, KCIC program, but I did not qualify. But now I have tried again. I applied the Vijana AgriBiz Competition, and I'm looking forward for it. But my question is, in case I would like to be listed under CIA Hub, because currently I'm in Meru. I've been applying through Meru Hub. But I was requesting, is it possible if my business is operating under Meru, in the Meru County, so can I apply through the Bungoma Hub, please? That is first. Then second, my second question was the one my predecessor has just asked. In
Malachi, thank you very much.
yes.
If your predecessor had asked, there is no need for me to also re-ask. I can react to all the questions.
Hi, Ellie.
Okay.
Yes.
This is just a follow-up to a question that had earlier raised. And this Kimani.
Kimani Moruku, yes.
Yeah, so I had mentioned that I'm into some kind of experimental farming.
Okay, Kimani, allow me to just cut you a bit, because I had reacted to the question, and also I have sent you a chart.
Yeah.
And we agreed the commercial viability of these experimental farming, either in agroforestry and mushroom farming, you need to know which one is more commercially viable compared to the other. So you push that one instead of giving everything a trial and then you fail while trying out everything. You see, so you just need to know which one is more commercially viable compared to the other.
Okay.
So I hope that's clear. Thank you very much. I'll start with Magani. The new business ideas need not to be registered because we understand we are working with youth, and some of these have nice business ideas, but these business ideas have not yet been registered. So one of the areas, if you come into the program and be part of the top 10 that my colleague has said, you will be assisted to get some of those services, registration services and all that. Another thing, we are anticipating this closure of the competition, the call for application on 31st of this month. And we have timelines. By October 5th, we'll be coming to the culmination of this particular competition where the top participants will be awarded. So by October there. So also Alois had asked about his business ideas. I hope I've answered you, Magani. Alois had talked about his business idea in Migori. And then if it fails, does he get an opportunity to apply to other job opportunities? You see, one of the areas we've said that as a KCIC or AgriBiz help is information sharing. We share information on various platforms, even on social media. If you're on Twitter and you follow KCIC, or Facebook, or you follow KCIC or AgriBiz, you'll get access to lots of opportunities, either co-working partnerships with other NGOs, county governments, or parastatal like Ministry of Ministry of Micro and Small Scale Enterprise, or Micro and Small Scale Enterprises Authority of Kenya. We get to share those opportunities, and even KEPSA, Kenya Private Sector Alliance, we get to share those opportunities. So don't worry if you don't get admitted into this particular program. We have platforms where you can access other opportunities. For Malachi, your question was, you are in Meru, but you want your business idea to be domiciled in Siaya, which is under Kisii, which is under Bungoma BIH. Well, where is the business? The business is in Meru, or the business is in Bungoma? You'll have to decide on that. If the business is in Bungoma and you are in Meru, then one of the areas that we really look into is how is your team placed? Are you working on this remotely, or you are running this business in Meru while, I don't understand. But the thing is, that's where the entrepreneurial commitment comes in. So are you committed to this business, or are you just running it, as you had already alluded to? So I hope that is clear. You need to.
Sir, can I highlight, please?
Yes, please go ahead quickly, because we have lots of other people in line.
Sorry. Yes, I was saying I am currently in Meru and I'm doing tree nursery, agribusiness, tree nursery.
In Meru?
In Meru.
Okay.
Yes, so I was saying, if in case, because in my area, the tree nursery, the agribusiness or for forestry is not that much encouraged. So I was having this inspiration that if in case I can do something like that in my area, and the youths or women sees it, it can be an encouragement or a promotion, and it can encourage some youths who do not know anything to do with the agro business or tree and anything to do with the trees. Because like in Meru is too much covered by forest or tree. Tree cover is higher than higher compared to Siaya, my place. So I was asking that, but I was basing my question with my area where I'm coming from and Meru. So in case KICC would consider me, then I was asking, would you allow me to transfer my business to Bungoma Hub, or it is specifically it must operate under Meru Hub?
Thank you very much. Your business is based in Meru, and you are currently in Meru. So I don't think it's a good thing for you to say you want to transfer it to Bungoma, because first of all, you'll be cut from the business. And also now that it's an agroforestry kind of startup, how will you be transferring it to Bungoma, and yet we are now into the competition and you want to be part of this competition? So it will be a good thing for you to retain the business in Meru. Maybe Victor, you can come in and just highlight a bit of how it goes there.
Okay, Eli.
Yeah.
Malachi, you remember when we talked about impact and all that?
Yes.
And you're talking about an idea. So if you think that your idea or whatever you have about agroforestry is going to do best in Bungoma, depending on your own research and whatever you think about it, then I think it's okay, because then as long as whatever we are trying to look at, the impact, if it is going to be transferred to Bungoma, I think well and good, as long as then your business continues operating. So I think really it's possible. They can just apply if that is where they want the impact to be felt.
So I think Victor is clear. You can apply, but you need to put in mind what he said, the impact, and also your commitment to the business.
And maybe Eli, still on that question,
Yes.
I see that some people are saying that they had applied, maybe like somebody is in Nakuru, and instead of applying in the Kiambu BIH, they had applied in the Uasin Gishu. So they're asking if that is a problem.
Yeah, okay. We'll have to, because we have the back end information about their respective counties, we'll have to realign that. So if you already applied to a different county or a business incubation hub that you are not in that area of coverage, then we'll have to do a back end. You don't need to worry about that, because we'll have to realign. So that's okay.
Hello, Eli. Sorry to cut you short. I'm James Mwangi. Yeah, and the question is about now these hubs. What if yes, I'm in Kajiado, maybe, for example, I'm in Kajiado Ngong, but I find that the physically near hub is Kiambu. So is that an issue? Thank you.
Eli, let me take this.
Yeah, just take that.
So number one, guys, you need to understand is that this county, you applying depending on what hub you apply. The distance does not matter. Why am I saying the distance does not matter? Because the county applications are going to be virtual. which means whether you apply in Uasin Gishu or Bungoma or Meru, you will not need to physically go to that place. So because it's going to be virtual. So the national one is going to happen in Nairobi, which is like a central location for all of us. So I don't think the distance is going to be an issue. So you can just apply in your respective hub. It does not have any effect.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Vic. James, I hope you will answer. So I've been asked to follow the sequence of raised hands in the meeting. So I'll start by Galaxy. Let's be very short and sweet. So ask your question very directly, and we answer as we go on, because we can see time is not on our end. So who's Galaxy A02? If he's not ready, Dennis Kioli, just go ahead.
Hi, Ellie. Can you hear me?
This is Davis or
Dennis here.
Dennis Kioli, okay, just go ahead.
Thank you very much, Ellie and Victor, for the presentation. It was quite informative. I'm Dennis Kioli from Makueni, Mboni sub-county. I'm interested in getting into the agricultural service sector. Now, my question is regarding the 30 applicants who wash off from the competition, because only 10 progress to the finals and get into the program. I'm wondering, you mentioned that one of the key pillars for KCIC is information and mentorship. Is it possible because in one of the slides, it showed that one of the, other than getting the limelight, there is also the validation of ideas. So I'm assuming that these 40 applicants who've made it to the first round, their ideas have been validated. So if 30 of the 40 applicants drop off, what happens to these ideas that have been validated? Do they get mentorship even if they don't get the financing? Yes, I acknowledge it's a competition, but some are existing businesses. Is there a way to handhold these businesses through mentorship or information so that by the time they apply for the next competition, there is some sort of progress? In fact, I'm wondering, would it be a better idea to have a short list of all those who've dropped off from previous competitions, the Green Biz, previous AgriBiz, and have them pitch again and follow up on their progress rather than just getting fresh ideas every single time? Yet there are ideas that you as KCIC validated, but that never made it to the end of the competition. So I think that's my major concern, that it might end up being heartbreaking for the 30 who do not make it to the finals into the program. Yet they're very passionate, they're youth, they're women whose ideas could end up fulfilling the goals of KCIC job creation. So if that's a system in place, or if it's something that you would consider having in place. Thank you, Ellie. I hope I was not all over the place.
Yes, that's straight to the point, Dennis. Victor, I hope you can help me answer that.
Okay.
Before you answer that, let me take Galaxy A02 question, if there is. I'll unmute you so that you can please, if you raise your hand and you are here and you are asked to talk, just go ahead and ask your question. So, Jen Njika.
Hi, Ellie.
Hi, Davis.
Sorry, I can see you skipped me. Thank you and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Davis Achiki from Nyamira. My question is closely linked to what the concerns that Dennis has raised. Apart from the competitions, do you have other platforms where you can nurture, because I can see even from this platform, we have more close to 100 members joining with various very vibrant and great ideas. Do you have other opportunities or platforms where you can nurture them and maybe guide them to become viable? Yeah, so that is my question, and thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you very much, Davis from Nyamira. I think you can react to those as I attend to the chat section.
Okay, Ellie. Thank you so much, Dennis and Davis, for your question. Number one, just to make it very clear, because this needs to be known, is that according to the Vijana and AgriBiz competition, the structure that we've put up right now, we don't have a leeway to be able to let the others who have dropped out to continue or to undertake the mentorship to the last end. So the mentorship is going to happen depending on the level. So if you drop out on the shortlisting stage, then you probably are not going to get any of that. If you manage to get into the shortlist to the 40, you are going to get the mentorship during the virtual bootcamp. If you manage to go to the national, you're going to also get the 1 week national bootcamp training. So that is how the structure is for the Vijana AgriBiz, specifically for the Vijana AgriBiz competition. But coming back to your concerns about the rest who are going to drop out. Number one, I know we are all youths. I know we all have these ideas. So number one is to encourage you. Even if you drop out, remember, this is your idea. KCIC may not be able to help you, or Vijana AgriBiz competition may not be able to help you to get the funding that you need. But there are other organizations out there who are willing to assist you as well. Even despite that, KCIC has other programs. I talked about the AgriBiz program. I also talked about the GreenBiz program. Start working on your idea. Despite the fact that maybe you will not qualify for the Vijana AgriBiz, continue working on your idea. And when it comes to the time when the GreenBiz call for application is being put out, or the AgriBiz program call of application is being put up, then you can be able to apply in those programs. Of course, continue working on your idea. This is just my advice as a business analyst. Continue working on your idea, continue improving on it, continue bringing in innovation and other technological advances in your idea, and that will put you at a forefront to get into other KCIC programs and also programs from other organizations out there. I hope I have answered Davis and Dennis in that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vic. As we said, KCIC is working with very many organizations and government parastatals, and we share this information in our platform. So be sure to follow us either on Twitter or Facebook for some of these. And also, we pair you, like those guys will be proceeding to the second finals phase. We pair you with trainers. These are people who are always on the ground. They can share information on where to get a bit of financing, how to align those business ideas that are yet to be aligned, how to commercialize, So all this is all about information sharing that is helping the youth or the businesses we've been working with, or those ones that have been part of the other programs like CLP, the GreenBiz, GreyUp that have been left out there. So I hope that is answered, Dennis and Davis. So we have Jen, because Galaxy didn't speak, we have Jen, and then Kimani will allow other people to just ask their question. We have Bernard. Wilfrida had asked a question. I think Wilfrida, you should lower your hand. So Jen, you are up next. You can ask your question. Jen is
okay.
Bernard, are you there?
Hello.
Yes, Bernard.
Yes, this is Bernard from Busia County, Bungoma. Hello.
We can hear you. Proceed.
Yeah. So thank you for this. It's pretty informative and it's an eye opener for the youths. Now, yeah, we have a company. It's registered. And my partner is above 35 years. Does this one make me eligible or not eligible for the program?
Thank you very much, Bernard. You yourself, you are under 35.
Yeah.
How much percentage in this partnership do you hold as a equity?
50-50.
50-50.
Yes.
I don't think that would be a problem. You can go ahead and apply because we look at the control in that particular company.
Okay, I've already submitted my application.
Yes.
And also the business has run for more than a year. And about sustainability,
yes,
we are mentoring more youths. I've attended the workshop about mentorship. Can this one be an advantage?
It is. We are looking at businesses that are working with us.
And the innovation part of it, apart from offering services to beekeepers, we are in 7 counties. We have beeswax herbal soap from beeswax, and then we have beeswax body cream, certified by KEBS, and then up next we are adding 2 more this year. We started in June. We are working on another project. I can't leak it out, but once it's satisfied, we can now table it again.
That's okay. Perfect.
Thank
There's
you.
no problem. We look forward to seeing your application, and if you proceed to the other stages or into the competition.
Thank you.
So thank you for your question. Someone
Yes,
else
yes,
Mwangi? Yes.
This Kimani.
Kimani Muruku.
Yeah, and my question is, do you share information on the winners and maybe whatever the application was about, so that maybe we can learn something or maybe appreciate what they have been doing? And do you have the same information on the previous winners that you can share?
Yes, we have this information.
Yeah.
To just walk you through what the competition was, how the competition was, the key areas of the various businesses we took to the final part we were looking into, and how we are going to work with the businesses that proceed into the final stage. So this information is there. I think we'll share a YouTube link.
Okay.
In the chat section. Yes.
I'll appreciate.
Thank you very much, Kimani and Bernard, for those questions. So I'll ask you to lower your hands. Justus James Mwangi, you had.
Can I ask if they're not ready?
Yeah, you can ask, because I've seen guys raising up their hands and they are not ready.
Okay, thank you so much, Ellie, once more. Once again, my name is Wilfreda, a fish cage farmer in Seya County. Maybe it was my question, maybe it was explained, but I didn't get it right because I'm having some hiccup on my side. So my question is this the agribusiness? Is it competition? Is it just for the startup business ideas, or even those businesses that are running? Because personally, I'm running the fish cage farming, and okay, I love its sustainability, but I have to admit that I have challenges when it comes to financing. Thank you.
Wilfreda, this is an idea stage competition. Just to be very straightforward with my answer. Wilfreda, I hope you've gotten that. It's an idea stage competition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I'm someone from Eldoret, and but our business is based in Nakuru. But that's not the main issue. The issue is this information session has come way after we've filled our application, and based on what we've discussed today, I feel that we have more information that we could put in our application. So, is there any way which you can maybe allow us to overwrite what we had done, so that now we can now put fresh applications? I wish this information session would have come earlier before we started filling the forms.
Let me answer that, Ellie. I am not sure if there was an there was an opportunity to reapply, but I am made aware that it is possible that it is allowed to reapply. So I don't know from our end we had made it possible in our systems to reapply, but if that's not the case, then I think we can work on it and it's possible for you to do that.
Please do. We'll appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, I'm James. My question is talking about the you know, this being eligible for, like, let's say business ideas. Are these ideas supposed to be like unique, or can they be like existing ones? And yeah, thank you.
Victor, I think you can go ahead and react to James' question.
Hello. James, sorry, Martin, before you come in, James, we are talking about ideas and startups. When we're talking about startup, we're talking about a business that is not making any considerable amount of revenue, very little to no revenue. Ideas and the business that are making little to no revenue.
Okay. And are they also, the other question is, are they supposed to be like unique, or can they be like existing ideas, but maybe you have a different way of doing it?
Well, exactly. That's what we're talking about. You see, if you're doing something in a different way, of course, it doesn't have to be something out of this world, but how are you doing it? How unique, or how, depending on your business model, how unique are you running your business? That's what you're looking about.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Meeting was having a question.
Hello, Victor. Hello.
Yes, Metrin, we can hear you. Continue, please.
Okay, my name is Metin. I have a question. Personally, I have an idea and I've already submitted my idea, but I also belong to an existing group which we are doing something very amazing in Bungoma, and I'm part of the management team. So when it comes to application, I might be the same person doing the same. Can I submit an idea of the group at a group level? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Metrin, for your question. That's a good one. We are only allowing applications for individuals, not groups or self-help groups or community-based organizations. So I hope that's clear. That's unfortunate, but I hope that's clear. We are only allowing individual youth to make applications, not groups, CBOs, and self-help groups.
Okay, thank
you.
you.
So there is, okay, thank you very much. There is another question. Someone, Jen Jika, has raised her hand.
Let's give it to Samuel Beacons. He's been raising up his hand for quite some time now.
Samuel Beacons and Justus Morano.
Hello.
Yes, Justus, proceed. We can hear you.
Hello.
Justus, we can hear you. Shoot your question, please.
Okay.
Hello.
We can hear you. If you are able to talk, please go ahead.
This is Samuel. This is Samuel. I'm asking, our business is all about
Continue, Samuel. We can hear you.
Hello.
Just as continue, we can hear you. Or if you are not able to speak directly, you can post your question in the chat section.
Okay. I'm coming from Kilifi County.
Okay.
And my first question is, I have two questions. My first question is a new business idea that has been not yet implemented. Let's say, for example, one has an idea, but he or she has not yet implemented it. So is he or she allowed to apply for the competition first? Second, is it possible for I to know the exact exactly place where the hub here in Kilifi County is located? Hello.
Just to answer you, just as we said that, of course, it's okay. This is an idea stage competition. So you have an idea despite you not having implemented, it's okay because it's an idea. So that is okay. Where the Kilifi hub is located, Eli?
The hub is located in Kilifi town.
Eli,
the hub is located in Kilifi. Yes.
The hub is at Mutwapa, at Kalro, Mutwapa.
Oh, okay. Mutwapa, Kalro.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Ernest. And just to add on that, just as Kilifi hub has these counties under it, the Kilifi County itself, Mombasa County, Kwale, Taita Taveta, Tana River, and Lamu. So any applicants who are in these counties, they are eligible to apply to the Kilifi hub. Thank you very much, Ernest, for that.
Okay, thank you.
Samuel, you're up next.
My question would be, our business is we do value addition on groundnuts and sweet potatoes, and we start by growing organically in the farms, and we process them using organically produced oil up to now taking to the market. So do you have, maybe as part of evaluation, would you be visiting these ideas, possibly people who have already started the businesses, to check whether at least they've done something? Thank you.
Eli, maybe I can respond to that.
Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Good morning and thank you for that question. For purposes of this competition, for now, we will not be visiting the businesses because I think as part of the evaluation process, we are comfortable with them being ideas, whether or not they have a prototype or not, it's fine, because then the approach is to bring the successful one to a boot camp, and out of that boot camp, help them validate their business model and help them move it from being an idea to actualize it and probably even to commercialize it. So really for us, we are not very interested with whether or not the idea has started on ground. Really, we would just want to help you now move it from being an idea into actualization. And probably if then you are successful and you're amongst the final 10 that come on board, we work with you for a year's journey just to help you commercialize it and actually bring it to birth. So as part of the evaluation process, no, we'll not be visiting the businesses, but for the 10 finalists that come on board, those ones, then we will continually work with them, and from time to time we'll visit them during the 1 year that then they're incubated within the AgriBiz program.
Great.
Thank you very much, Jabez. So I hope, Samuel, you've been answered. We'll not physically be visiting your business premises specifically for this competition. So we want to take the last question, and then we get closing remarks from Jabez, who is our program manager, the agribusiness program manager. And then, we wish you all a good day. So Isaiah, please go ahead and ask your question.
Kindly remember to allow us to reapply. You said it's possible because we had applied before this information session. Kindly, if it's possible, because we don't want this chance we don't want to lose this chance. If you could actually allow us to reapply based on the new information that we've got today, we'll really appreciate. Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you very much, Samuel.
Hello.
Look into it. Isaiah, the floor is yours.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. I've appreciated what you've done about the AgriBiz program. And what I was asking that, okay, me, I'm a beekeeper, and I've already submitted my application. I will just asking that the deadline you said is 31st. Then after deadline 31st, when are we able to get the feedback that you have been shortlisted? That's what I wanted to ask you, Mr. Eli. Kindly answer me if possible. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Isaiah. So it's clear that applications will close on 31st. After that, we will embark on evaluations. Then in a week's time after the close of applications on 31st, we'll be able to get back to you and let you know whether you've passed to the next stage into this competition, or we'll be dropping your application at that point. So I hope that's clear. A week after the close of call for application, we'll be able to reach out to all the applicants.
Eli?
Yes.
The day is actually 15th.
15th
of September.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Vic, for that. Jabez, kindly.
All right. Thank you so much, Ellie. Thank you so much, Victor, and thank you to the KCIC team and also all the participants that came on board just to listen to this session and also just to get to interact with us and get to know more about the Vijana AgriBiz competition. I won't repeat what has already been said by the team, but I just want to say this is the second time we are running this competition. And if you go to our website, you can be able to see some of the testimonials and even on our social media pages of the people that underwent the first boot camp and the 3 successful winners who are implementing their projects based on the support for Vijana AgriBiz. So this is a good opportunity for you and for your friends and for people at the community level that are looking for people that can be able to support their ideas. It doesn't matter how much you've done with regard to the idea. It doesn't matter how crazy the idea is, as long as it's within AgriBiz and within the agriculture sector. Please shoot your shot and try submit an application, and hopefully you can get to be considered to be amongst the successful people that we will support through this program. I can't reiterate enough, as the team said, we will review every application against the evaluation criteria that we have given. Essentially, the marks should give you an indication on where the weight is a bit more. So even as you're submitting your application, please look at the evaluation criteria. On the places that then there's a bit more marks, that means that's where you put more emphasis, so that then your application stands an opportunity to be considered. Like the team said, it is an innovative competition. So as much as we don't expect you to be reinventing the wheel, we want to see the uniqueness of the idea. We want to see the uniqueness of what you're proposing to implement. We want to see what solution are you bringing to the community. So we can't underpin or overlook the importance of your idea being innovative. But otherwise, we wish you the very best. We will keep in touch. We'll look at your applications. We'll keep you posted, and there'll be communication throughout the evaluation period on the status and also on the next steps. For all those who are successful, they will get communication. We shall also send out communication to all that are unsuccessful. It might not be very specific to you and tell you you are not successful for this reason, but we shall make sure that we have communicated and at least you know the status of your application. I think finally is just to, I've had a comment and a question about people who have already submitted their applications, and they are worried that probably from this information session, they feel they might have not done justice to their application, or probably they applied into the wrong hub and they would want to correct that. It's fine. Go ahead and redo your application. From our end, we'll be able to filter out and know how to sort them out. So there's no problem. If you feel like you need to redo your application just to make sure that then it captures exactly what you want, it's fine. Because it's still within the application window, please go ahead and we'll be able just to know how to sort that out during the evaluation process. So I think from my end, that is it. We wish you the very best. We have hubs all over the country in line with the first question in the application form. But currently, due to elections, our teams are working from home as we wait on the way forward. But from the 5th of September, then we'll be back at our bases, and you can feel free to walk in into our hubs and find out more about the program, find out more about the progress of the application. In case there's anything you need to know or clarify, then please feel free to walk into any of our offices. Just quickly to mention, our office in Bungoma is in Mabanga. Our office in Kisii is in Kisii ATC. Our office in Uasin Gishu is at AMS, Agriculture Mechanization Service, near Chepkoilel, opposite University of Eldoret. Our offices in Machakos are in Machakos ATC, opposite the Machakos People's Park. Our offices in Kiambu, currently we don't have an office, so we are supporting the Kiambu team through our central hub office based at Strathmore University in Nairobi. Our offices in Meru are at Kaguru ATC, just on the highway past Nkobo town as you're going towards Meru. Our offices in Isiolo, currently we are just in the final steps of finalizing the office, but hopefully once we have the exact location early September, we should be able to share that. And then our offices in Kilifi are at Mtwapa ATC. Mtwapa ATC is in the Kalro premises. So just in Mtwapa, if you go to the Kalro gate, you can be directed to the ATC. So feel free to reach out. We'll also be rolling a call for application for the AgriBiz program sometime in October. If you're not successful for this, you can try that. And we hope that then through all this support that we have been given by the EU and ANIDA, we can be able to help change the narrative and make agriculture cool, especially for the youth. So thank you very much, and we wish you the very best. And God bless you. Thank you, Ellie.
Thank you very much, Jabez. I don't think I have anything else to add on to that. We just want to wish all of you a good day. And for those ones who are yet to apply, kindly make sure you apply after this. I've shared the links in our chat, and also I've dropped a YouTube link to the previous testimonials for those people, okay, for those participants who were in the previous Vijana and AgriBiz competition. So with that, I want to wish you all a good day. Thank you.
Good day to you, Ellie, and thank you for such an informative session.
You're welcome, James. This presentation will be shared.
Thank you.
Thank you.